Welcome back. Next up is Alistair Fulton. He's the Vice President and General Manager of the wireless division at Semtech, and he's going to tell you all about the latest and greatest regarding the LoRa silicon. Enjoy his talk.
Welcome everybody. I'm Alistair Fulton, General Manager of Semtechs Wireless Business. Well, what a year 2020's been. I think if it had been asked to predict where I'd be at this moment in time, like you all, I would have said Amsterdam. But in so many ways, 2020 has been a year of profound challenge. Through the enormous human tragedy of COVID-19, global political turmoil and economic uncertainty. A year that's forced us all to re-evaluate and change virtually every aspect of our lives. But 2020 has also been a year that's highlighted one thing more than ever: the need for data. Data on where people have been and who they've been in contact with. Data on air quality, on energy consumption. Data on where things are as we transition from in-person to in-home shopping. Data on remote assets that we can't be there to see in person. Data on every aspect of the world around us. In short, 2020 has been a year that's illustrated, clearly, just how critical the IoT is in answering many of humankind's biggest challenges, whether to support the immediate need for managing the challenge of COVID-19, through to the clear need to manage our longer-term impact on the planet which we all share. And it's been a year where, despite all of these challenges, we've continued as an ecosystem to use our collective energy and ingenuity to deliver even more innovative solutions to our customers' problems. And as a result, it's been a year where the role of LoRaWAN has become increasingly important, driving rapid growth in the number of countries that have LoRaWAN coverage, from 80 countries, 10 of which had LoRaWAN coverage for 75% more of their population in 2020, to 100 countries by the end of this year, 21 of which have passed the milestone of having 80% plus population coverage. Behind that enormous growth is the continued growth in the number of public operators, up to 150 today, compared to the 123 this time last year, many of whom are successfully pursuing multi-country deployment plans, and that's not even counting the tens of thousands of private LoRaWAN networks out there. And these operators aren't just talking about deployment plans, like providers of other LPWAN technologies are. They're delivering on those plans, driving a huge increase in the number of deployed gateways from around 500,000 this time last year to a staggering 1.2 million gateways today. Enough capacity to support the deployment of more than 5 billion endpoints. And it's this energy and ingenuity that's driven LoRaWAN from being an early stage technology, a challenger to the incumbent solutions for IoT, to becoming an established option and a credible choice for all of your customers. And it's gone through that evolution at record speed, captured here in Gartner's Hype Cycle, moving from the innovation stage of life to entering early mainstream maturity and, just around the corner, mass adoption in less than 2 years. And when you consider how long it took other technologies like Wi-Fi or Bluetooth to reach the same level of maturity, that's nothing short of remarkable. And why has this been possible? It's because LoRaWAN is unique. A unique combination of the low power and long range of LoRa that's essential for the Internet of Things, combined with the innovation and power of an open source developer ecosystem. Unlike other solutions, LoRaWAN gives you, the developers who are driving the evolution of the IoT, the freedom and flexibility to answer the problems your customers face today. And above all, LoRaWAN gives you choice. Choice of silicon provider, choice of network, choice of platform, and choice of hardware. And the confidence to make those choices knowing that behind it all stands the LoRaWAN protocol, an ecosystem-driven protocol tailored to meet the challenging needs of IoT use cases like power management, asset tracking, smart utilities, smart buildings, smart homes and communities, and the many, many other use cases we see today. So what's Semtech doing to help in our role as a provider of tools and capabilities to you, the LoRaWAN ecosystem? Our strategy remains firstly to simplify the development of LoRa-based solutions by making it easier for modern cloud and application developers to build, deploy, and manage LoRa-based IoT solutions. By simplifying the hardware development process by abstracting complexity and providing tools which reduce upfront hardware design for common use cases. By providing developer training and resources that make LoRa accessible to a wide range of developers and that support their growth and success. And providing cloud services which take complex areas of development, deployment, or management and abstract them into simple API calls. And secondly, our strategy is to focus. Focus on driving awareness of LoRaWAN and helping customers understand the rapid returns on investment they can generate using LoRaWAN, so you can spend more time talking to them about the problems they have and the solutions that you can provide to address them. To focus on delivering the right level of performance, the right tools and capabilities at the right time, in the right way, to support you, the solution developers and providers who use LoRaWAN every day to solve real-world issues. To focus on growing the LoRaWAN ecosystem, making sure we're engaging with more solution providers who've yet to learn about LoRaWAN, cloud platform providers for whom LoRaWAN is quite literally the missing link they've been searching for, and systems integrators who guide their customers, whether they're Fortune 500 or smaller, through the process of digitizing their businesses with IoT solutions. And focusing on making sure, as part of the LoRa Alliance, that LoRaWAN delivers the compatibility, reliability, and above all choice that all of your customers need and want, driving the evolution of the LoRa Alliance's certification program, ensuring the LoRa Alliance future roadmap is driven by the needs of all of our customers and partners, and the customers that they serve. And we've made some major advances in this last year, despite all of the challenges I mentioned earlier. Advances which you'll hear a lot about in the coming days through the many keynote presentations, workshops, and interviews that will make up the Things Conference this year. But to share a few examples, on performance, we successfully launched the LoRa Edge platform this year, a cloud-to-device platform tailored to support use cases which require low power and reliable location, like asset tracking and logistics management. LoRa Edge also delivers a significant performance boost, delivering 3 dB better receive sensitivity than before, and the ability to acquire GPS fixes in 0.7 of a second for a fraction of the power required by legacy GPS solutions, and, as a single chip solution, for a fraction of the cost, enabling LoRa Edge-based devices to scan for location once every 30 minutes and last for 5 years or more on a 500 milliamp battery, all without requiring a TCXO due to lower frequency drift. Not only that, but LoRa Edge can also calculate location based on Wi-Fi, again for a fraction of the power and cost of legacy solutions, enabling LoRa Edge devices to scan Wi-Fi every 5 minutes for 5 years or more, using that same 500 milliamp battery. And best of all, LoRa Edge can support accuracy of as little as 5 meters or less, allowing your customers to understand where their assets are all the time, at a lower cost and for less power. We've also worked to support the extension of LoRaWAN coverage through mobile gateways that leverage cellular backhaul or Wi-Fi backhaul, and we've even, again working in conjunction with the LoRa Alliance, extended LoRaWAN's ability to support satellite-based communications, both low Earth orbit and geostationary. When it comes to simplicity, reducing development complexity and cost to make LoRa an easier tool to use, and allowing developers to build solutions faster and better without having to worry about lower level things like basic radio functions, device software updates, or calculating location. The LoRa Edge device to cloud platform is that strategy brought to life, providing a flexible, single chip location solution that combines hardware, software, and services to simplify solution design, development, and in-life management. But it doesn't stop there. We also think that developer tools and resources are a critical part of simplification, providing easy-to-use tools to help new developers learn about LoRa and resources to help them get the job done quicker. And so we're going to continue to build on the completely revamped developer portal we launched in 2020, adding more features and extending country support to include full language support for China. And on interoperability, we've continued to make major advances, ensuring that LoRaWAN hardware and solutions are interoperable. Working together again as part of the LoRa Alliance, we've continued to improve the link layer specification, provided a mechanism for managing device IDs, and continued to support the rapid growth of the LoRa Alliance's certification program. And not only are the devices interoperable, the networks are too, with the rapid growth in roaming services like the TTN Packet Broker, an ecosystem-led roaming initiative which enables the low-cost roaming of devices and data internationally. We've also successfully continued the push to standardize LoRaWAN, adding Italy, Morocco, and Israel to the list of countries where LoRaWAN is now officially recognized. And we've deepened our engagement with adjacent ecosystems like the Wi-Fi and 5G ecosystems, making sure that LoRaWAN is compatible, allowing developers to mix and match tools to get the job done, rather than putting roadblocks in your way like others. And industry-specific standards like DLMS in the metering space to make integrating solutions easier. And yet, even with all of this growth and adoption, we really are just at the very beginning of this journey. In 2021, Omdia estimates that a total of 1.2 billion devices that use LPWAN or low-power wireless solutions will ship worldwide. And every one of those 1.2 billion devices could be better served by LoRaWAN than the often outdated technologies they use today. And if you look at the broader opportunity, what we refer to as the low-power IoT market, which includes LPWAN, low-power wireless, as well as legacy wired solutions and Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, much of which LoRaWAN is well positioned against in terms of cost, performance, and deployment flexibility, we're not even beginning to see just how enormous the market opportunity ahead of the LoRaWAN ecosystem is. So whatever 2021 throws at us, and goodness, let's hope it's not more challenging than 2020, it's sure to be exciting, and sure to see many of the solutions that you'll see presented in the course of this event reaching more customers, solving more problems, and ultimately enabling a better life for everyone. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the show.